My name is Mary Beth Cicero, and I am the co-founder and CEO. And our first evolution is a novel intrauterine device for long-acting reversible contraception. You might be interested to know that globally, there are now more women using IUDs than the pill. And obviously this is for a variety of reasons, but very effective, safe, well, a history of safety, and easily reversible, and the patient doesn't need to do much after the IUD is inserted. However, the design of the IUD, this T-shape, has been around for over 40 years, and you can see in this uterine model the dangling strings. This T-shape causes, basically, it leads to pain, perforation, expulsion, and there's a fear factor for both the practitioners, because this is an in-office procedure, for the doctors inserting the IUD, they never know what they're faced with, and the patients getting the IUD because they hear about the pain on the internet. And some of the women describe it as the worst pain they've ever felt. And even the CDC has weighed in on this and said if there was a way to make it easier or have less pain, this could increase IUD usage. Our answer is simple yet sophisticated, and it's based on physics and geometry. It's an ergonomic IUD, and I don't want to block my beautiful picture here, in the same uterine model. And you can see these three elliptical shapes. They're inserted individually, and then they assemble in the uterus because the core is a magnet in a triangle stable shape. It's important to point out, I know you've heard a lot about consumer products here, but this is regulated by the FDA as a drug, and drug development is risky and it takes a long time. I just felt the need to say that. However, this was initially developed for horses. The inventor is actually a world-renowned veterinary reproductive specialist, and he has proven, here are some of his publications, that it worked 100% of the time in mares. It was retained successfully in the uterus, and there was normal endometrial biopsies, and the mares went on to breed successfully. And I'm very proud of the fact that as a very early stage company, we have 2 issued patents. The US patent, we had a notice of allowance, and that's going to be issued this month. And we're going to have new IP around our product design. So we believe that with our newly designed frameless IUD, that it checks all the boxes for what women want. There are 5 IUDs on the market here in the US. 3 are by Bayer. Bayer is kind of the 500-pound gorilla. And there's only one non-hormonal option. The non-hormonal option has copper as a spermicide. And we believe that with our product design, we're going to address the fear factor, address the pain, get rid of the strings, and have a product that conforms to a woman's body. So this is somewhat of a busy timeline because timelines are huge Gantt charts in the pharmaceutical industry. And I purposely wanted to show you that we just formed the company at the end of last year. We did this through grant funding. We incorporated the company, and we basically started executing in January. And our 3 milestones were prototype of the IUD, prototype of the inserter, and to get a meeting with the FDA. And this is almost unheard of. And we accomplished all of those objectives. We're going to be hearing from the FDA this month. And what this is going to lead to is that we're going to file an IND by the end of next year. And what we're looking for is $1 million investment to get us through the rest of the milestones for this year. This is a snapshot or a little bit of a reflection of what it's going to take and what it's going to cost. I mean, it's basically going to be a 5-year development program. We're going to formalize this once we get the feedback from the FDA. But it's important to point out that these companies are heavyweights in the field, Bayer and AbbVie and Hologic, and we are not going to do this in the market ourselves. We are going to partner with one of the big players. So we're looking for an early partnership in phase 2, and then we'll go on to develop additional products based upon this platform. This is our team. Everybody is highly experienced. All of these companies in the middle are women's healthcare companies that I have worked with, so I'm not a rookie. This isn't any of our first rodeo, and I just want to flag David Archer at the bottom. He's a a preeminent expert in the field. He's basically a walking literature search. I want to leave you with this thought because money says it all. This market worldwide will be over $6 billion in a 5-year time frame when we plan to launch. And we're committed to evolutionary health care for women because in many cases, any of you that know anything about drug development, I mean, women are sorely neglected. There isn't enough development in women's health care. And we want to revolutionize therapies for other things that can be delivered in the uterus, for fibroids, for even targeted cancer therapy, and correct difficult problems like IUD pain that has been neglected for years. So just imagine our impact. Thank you.